Oh, you're probably gonna hear all that. Alright, let's see, how does that sound? It's close enough, but far away enough. Alright.
Why are you flying?
Okay, so we finally got the mic set up. Now we got the bird chirping. Okay, so today's video we're going to be going over the setup we have. I haven't posted on YouTube in a while, so we're just going to do a quick overview of what we have going on in this setup. I built this probably about a year ago now, so the setup has been in there for a while. Well, I recently just put it back in because I've been testing a few different subs, so I put this one back in just for the video. Alright, well first we'll show off the car. This is a 94 Honda Civic hatchback. This is what I've been using for my demos. Ah, my hand is in the clip. Oops. There we go. Yep. It's the car. So, it looks pretty small from the outside, but it's actually pretty spacious on the inside. And here is the box. So the wires are a bit messy, but that's because I'm always changing things. So nothing ever stays in permanently. Okay, so the sub we are using is a Digital Design 608F. This specific model I'm using is a dual 4. And these are 1000 watts RMS. They have about 18 millimeters of X-Max. So a lot of throw. And I have a few more of these left. So if you guys needed one at a good price, just let me know. Alright, so here's the box. This is made out of 3/4 inch oak wood. And we have this nice two-tone stain on there. This was done, like I said, a year ago, so it still looks pretty good. And then as you saw in the beginning, we have a plexiglass front window. That is a 1/2 inch piece. Here's the front. So this is a pretty big window. And then inside we have the aeroport that just has my logo on it. Here's the sub, and as you can see, the LED lights inside. Looks pretty good still. So the actual design of this box is a 6th order. This is a dual bass reflex 6th. Well, it has many names, but that's what I like to call it because it has a ported box porting into another ported chamber. It's not a parallel or a series 6th. It's kind of different because the sub is on the outside, as you can tell in the video. So there's actually a chamber in front of the sub in this design that I built, but it's not really working as an extra chamber because of how big I made the cutout in the front. That was a mistake on my part, but it still sounds decent for what it is. So the pros of this design over a ported box is that it's about 3 to 4 dB louder, although it is a lot bigger, so it's not efficient on space, but it is efficient in terms of cone area. And the amp we're using to run this setup is a SoundCube 3K. And since we are wired at 2 ohms, we are not getting that 3000 watts. We're getting about 1700. So I do run out of amp before the sub actually starts peaking out. But since this is a temporary setup, as all of them are, I'm not going to be changing anything. But it still gets loud enough for what we're doing with it. Now, numbers-wise, it does around 138 to 139 dB, around the low 30s, around 30 hertz. So, but like I said, the amp, we are running out of power. So we probably could get that 140 out of it, but we're not going to clip this amp too hard. Alright, I'll get this thing powered up so we can hear what it sounds like. Okay, right now I'm going to turn down all my mids and highs so that we don't get copyrighted. Okay, let's see. not sure how that sounded on camera. You know, you might need to put on some headphones or something. But and the guy in the background is cutting his grass, so who knows how this will sound. But yeah, hope the video did it justice. This was just a kind of quick overview of the setup that we have in the car right now. It's probably gonna change like tomorrow, so stay tuned for the next video and we'll see what we build next. Another thing I forgot to mention earlier in the video is that when I'm referencing these decibel numbers, just keep in mind this is not a perfect cabin. This is not a perfect environment. There's leaks absolutely everywhere. So obviously we could get a higher number if that's what we were going for, but this is pretty much a stock cabin besides some deadener. Like one layer on the floor and then in the doors. So that's about it.